Hello and welcome to Sew with Christine. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew this dress. This is a very simple one and I achieved this style using less than 2 yards of fabric. So if this video is what you're interested in watching, do watch till the end and do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. So if you want to get notified whenever I post new tutorials, kindly turn on your post notification bell. I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4, so I'm going to be cutting the back and the front together. So the width of this fold is the hip circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches. And I have the length here at 60 inches. At the top part, I'll go ahead and draw my starting line of 0.5 inch. On that starting line, I'm going to mark the half shoulder width measurement, which is 7 inches. Then from the center there, I'm going to come in by 3 inches for the neck width. After marking 3 inches for the neck width, I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches for the neck depth. Then I'm going to connect both marked points together to get our neckline. From this point, I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder drop. Then I'm going to connect from the neck width to the 1 inch. So this is going to serve as the shoulder slope. From the shoulder slope line, I'm going to come down by 7.5 inches for the armhole depth line. All you have to do is divide your bust circumference by 6 and add 1.5 inches to it. There you get your armhole depth line. I'll go ahead and divide this line into 2. Then from that midpoint, I'll go inward and mark 0.5 inch. On this line here, I'll go ahead and mark the quarter bust measurement, which is 9 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for ease, then 1 inch for seam allowance. Next, I'll go ahead and draw my armhole curve following these 3 marked areas. So this armhole curve that I've just drawn is for the back. Once we are done with this, I'll go ahead and redraw this for the front armhole. Next, I'm going to mark the waistline, which is 16 inches. Then I'll go ahead and also mark the hip line, which is 25 inches. That's I measured 9 inches from the waistline downward, so that gives 25 inches. On this waistline, I'm going to mark the quarter waist measurement. Then I'll add 2 inches, that is 1 inch for the seam allowance and 1 inch for ease. On the hip line, I'm going to mark the quarter hip measurement. Then I'll add 2 inches for the seam and ease. Whatever I have here, I'm going to go to the base and also mark that there. So what I have is 11.5 inches. I'll come here and mark 11.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect this bust area to the waist, then to the hip line. So I don't need to connect this downward since it is straight down to the hem. Afterwards, I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. I'm going to take one part out of this so that we'll be left with one here because I want to redraw the armhole for the front part. So this one left here will serve as the front. Alright, so I'm just going to get the midpoint of this armhole, then from there I'll go inward by 0.25 inch. I've made a detailed tutorial on how to draft a basic bodice block, so you can check that on my page. Then from the top part here, I'm going to come down by 0.5 inch and I will reconnect to the neck width. Afterwards, I'll also reconnect downward. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to bring in the back part so you see what the armhole of the back and the armhole of the front look like. So here we are, guys. Next is for us to draft the sleeve. So this is the piece of fabric I'll be using for the drafting of the sleeve. I folded this to the width of the arm plus the seam allowance. Then from the top part I came down by 4 inches. So from there I'm just going to draw a freehand drafting of the sleeve like so. And at the base here I'm just going to mark my measurement there and connect downward like so. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. Alright, I've placed both front and back together, so I'm going to sew the shoulders and the sides of this dress. And when I get to these parts, I'm going to be leaving one side open at the base for the slits. That's we'll only have one slit on this dress. So from the waistline, I'm going to come down by 20 inches and I'll mark this. So determine how you want your sleeve to be. Here's it guys, I'm done stitching this up as you can see, and this is the slit area. I folded the raw edges inside, and the hem I've also hemmed the base of this dress. I'll take the sleeve now to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew this side close and also this side. After that I'll fold the hem of the sleeve. And here we are guys, I'm done stitching up the sleeves and also sewing the hem. Next, I'm going to turn my clothes to the wrong side so we can fix the sleeve to the dress. Then the sleeve will be right side like so, and I'll just tuck it into the armhole of this dress. Then I will pin this part up, ensuring the stitching lines there are aligned, and I'll go to the sewing machine and sew this up. So it's when we are done stitching the sleeve, I'm going to recut the neckline. But if you want to cut yours before attaching the sleeve, then it's fine. Once I'm done with these parts, I'm going to sew these other parts as well. And here we are guys, I'm done sewing this. Alright, the slit opening is at the right side, so the neck drop will be at the left side. From the midpoint of this neck, I'm just going to draw a curve this way to the arm area. Alright, from the shoulder there to the line that I have there is 3 inches. So I'm just going to draw this curve to this arm. Next, I'll go ahead and cut this out. I'll take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to fold the neckline inward. You can make use of a bias tip to do this. I think biasing this neckline would be very easy, since while I was sewing this I had to notch the curved areas, so it will be easy for me. So if you find this difficult at any point, just go ahead and cut a tiny piece of fabric and use that to bias the neckline. So here we are, I'm done folding the neckline and this is what it looks like guys. The next thing we'll be doing is to attach the strap to this, and for that I'm going to be working with 4 inches. So by the time I'm done stitching the sides up on fold, it's going to give me 1.5 inches. And I have the length here to be 8.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. I'll fold it this way and sew the sides close. Here we are guys, I'm done stitching this up. So I'm going to bring in the dress and we'll be pinning this strap onto the main dress. From the armhole line here, I'm going to go inward by 3 inches. I'll mark at the front part and also at the back, 3 inches from the armhole line. After marking, I'll place this strap onto that marked area and I'll pin this down. I'll go ahead and also pin the back part like so. Then I'll take this to the sewing machine and run my stitch onto this. We are done with this dress. As you can see, you can go ahead and fix buttons to your strap if you want to, but I'm going to be leaving this like so. Remember, the slit opening will be on one side while your strap will be on the other side. So if you found this video helpful, let's hear your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.